Okay, let's try that. Thank you for letting me know. Sometimes the frickin' Streamlabs resets everything. It drives me nuts.
Can you hear us now?
Hopefully.
Come on, clone. You stole my name.
Yes, it's
Yeah, it's
working.
working.
Yeah, it's working. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Streamlabs reset everything, and I didn't notice it until now.
Damn it.
Okay, so very good. So the recording will just be a little off, but it'll be all right. You guys haven't even made it out of the city yet. So this kid, who, for those of you watching, sorry about that again. Good grief, freaking Streamlabs. They've caught a cut purse basically, and it's this little halfling kid. Seems like this thieves guild in the city are using orphans, and it happens to be this kid is one of them. And he picked Iris's pocket, and now under threat and some pretty good persuasion checks, is leading them to the dock rats, one of the hideouts maybe, or a door to where they can access where these people are. All right. So he winds and weaves his way through the city, and eventually what he comes to is just a dead end in an alley. And there's just refuse and trash on the ground. It smells kind of bad back here, and he does this real quick on the brick, and you see an illusion dispel, and it turns into a door. That's how you get in.
Thank you, child.
Okay, I'm gonna go turn the money in now. Thank you for not killing me.
So, hey child, can I please have my coins back?
I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Yeah, here you go, and he hands it back to you.
Okay, thank you very much. I will give him a little bit more silver just so I'm sure he will be okay.
Okay.
I'm not even sure how much silver I have.
You probably have a handful of gold on you, which would be you could break down into silver. So yeah.
I do. So, well, 100 silver would be a gold, right?
10.
10. Okay. So I'll give him 10 silver.
Okay. All right. He just stares at you. He wipes his nose on his raggedy sleeve, and you're a real nice lady. Thank you. I'm gonna go buy dinner. And he just takes off. And he's gone.
Too kind.
The door in front of you is heavy wood with iron bands across it. No handle that you can see.
Do we just push it or walk through now? I don't know about illusions that well. I'm not used to them.
If I put my hand on it, is it solid or do I pass through it?
It's solid, but there's an energy to it. It's almost like magic feedback.
In which case I draw my hand back quickly and whimper.
Okay.
Magic! And just stand behind the other two immediately, just laid at my ready. I've got a scimitar out in a minute.
Okay. What languages does everyone speak?
Draconic and common.
Okay.
Celestial and common.
Let me see. Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Celestial.
Interesting.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, celestial. Huh?
There's a string of weird letters and almost like geometric shapes that none of you recognize, and then below that, on the very bottom of the door, almost hidden in the dirt, towards the ground, Iris, you do see in Dwarven, knock thrice and leave your weapons behind.
Well, I can try to do that. I only have a dagger. It's not like I'm going to use the dagger.
So,
Are you
wait,
going
why are
to
you dropping your
describe,
dagger?
read it out to us? Or then I going to have to go in with my rapier?
You should have, as a
skill.
cleric, you should have a warhammer.
But I decided not to because I am a pacifist cleric.
Aha! Okay, that makes sense. All right, very good. Yeah, I
gonna
mean...
leave my long sword and shield behind.
Okay.
It's okay.
Uh-oh.
I just kind of look at my scimitar and rather than put it out, I hide it in the folds of my armor.
Oh, okay.
For a second, I thought you would swallow it, like okay, like a crocodile.
I'm afraid it would take me a day to get rid of all the actual weapons I'm carrying. So.
Oh dear. Okay, I need you to, just for my edification, make a sleight of hand check, Sid.
Beautiful.
Skill check.
Just see a crocodile with a great sword on his back. I have no weapons.
Yeah. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, no, that's not good. I hate the fact that it rolls 2.
It's a 7.
I was like, yeah, then I was like, no.
Yeah, take the first one, unless we're rolling at advantage. Okay, so you all kind of just unceremoniously, except for Sid, drop your weapons outside the door, and does someone want to knock 3 times?
I let Julie do it, Iris.
Well, so I get closer to the door and knock.
Okay. It takes about 30 seconds before the door slowly creaks open, and standing in front of it is a stout dwarven man, big, thick red beard, no hair on his head except for a short mohawk, and he's wearing heavy leather armor, and he's got a crossbow in his back. What do you want?
You're running a thieving operation.
Yeah, all right,
We
mate,
would
whatever. Get out of here.
We would like you to stop.
I don't get paid enough for this shit. Hey, Ambert! And behind him, you see a kind of a scrawny human man, greasy hair, kind of wispy beard. Goes, what's going on, Don? These chuckleheads want to come in. Just let it. It goes, just let him in. You can go talk to the boss. And Don, the dwarf, stands out of the way. All right, your funeral.
Thank you.
I just slowly walk in behind. I don't see anything. I just look at it with my mask, just to see what he actually would give us.
Okay. Very unexpected. You go down a short set of stairs and very quickly come to part of the underground of the city. It looks like an abandoned sewer tunnel or something along those lines. These guys take up their post in front of a closed door, and this guy swings it open and says, all right, well, boss is in her office, so go for it. Straight through.
Who goes first?
I tentatively stepped through where the magic door was, and I try not to show my fear and just kind of step through and then scuffle on through. Once I'm through, I'm fine, but there's a brief moment of panic.
Okay.
So you go in front or I do?
I'll go in front, it's fine.
You guys can maneuver yourselves as you will.
I'll stand right behind you. Iris, get behind me. I'll protect you. If something happens, stay behind me.
Okay.
All right. This door here, this door that they're standing in front of swings open, and you see a stone hallway, and the door that Ambert, this human man, is talking about is directly behind it. That door is closed.
And on the left, there's nothing, or?
Oh, there's more. There's another door, closed.
Oh, okay.
And from what you can see from vantage point, looks like another hallway that maybe leads to some stairs. But you're being carefully watched.
I'll step through to about here and kind of give everything a once over. And then, I've not died yet, so I signal for the others to follow.
Okay.
I just asked the dwarven person, I guess. So where in this whole labyrinth is your boss now?
Straight through that door your friend's standing in front of.
Oh, okay. What's on the other doors? To the other
Nah,
doors?
this one. He just motions directly behind him. Go through
What
that
about
door. No, you go through another door, you're gonna get killed. Go through that one.
I like that challenge. Okay, see ya. I just.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I'll go with you guys.
Okay.
I take a scaly, meaty, large fist and slam it on the door. Just here to see the boss.
The door just kind of opens, seemingly on its own, and you actually walk into what looks like a really nice office. There is if I can get my thing to show up here. There is a desk in one corner, there's a chest in another, and then you see standing in front of you, hard to make out exactly. She's humanoid for sure. She's not dragonborn, she's not a gnome or a halfling. Human or maybe half-elf, wearing a mask over the lower half of her face. She's got long brown hair tied in a loose knot kind of on the back of her head. And she's wearing leather armor, and she's sitting at the desk, and she just looks up at all of you. Oh, for the love of... Amber! Dawn! Get your sorry asses in here! And you hear them shuffle behind. Yeah, boss, what do you want, boss? What did I tell you about no visitors? Sorry, boss, sorry, boss. Get the fuck out of here. And they, oh, sorry, boss, and they go back. Ow. She just looks at all of you. Make it quick. What do you want?
Are you the head of this operation?
Depends. Who the fuck are you?
I'm Obsidian of the Crossroads. I wanted to make sure you had our permission to be running this.
Ooh, scary. I don't care, so leave?
I guess I'll try and talk to her. Excuse us. We are just trying to make sure everything is alright. We heard from a kid that you are running an operation using orphans to help you steal a coin, and that's not nice.
Well, look at Goody Two-Shoes over here. I employ kids who have lost their parents because the orphanages beat them, don't feed them, don't clothe them, and when they go back to the orphanage, half of them are not smart enough to conceal what I give them. I give them a job.
I just walk closer. I slam my fist on the desk. I demand you to bring back the money of everyone you stole right now.
Darling, that would take, well, a very long time. And quite honestly, again, I don't care. Leave. Or...
I have the patience for it.
Oh, for the love of... How many guards do you want to fall on your asses right now? Because I've got about 100 of them.
Guys, I could probably take 5, maybe 10. I don't think I could do 100.
I could take 50, it's alright.
I don't think we're in a really good spot here.
Don't you worry. I'm big and muscular. It's okay.
Goody Two-Shoes back here has the right of it. You're not in a good spot. However, I'll make you a deal. I'm feeling charitable. I'll pay the orphans better. And I need you all to do me a favor.
What is
What's
it?
the
What
favor?
favor are we talking about?
It's a very long story. But suffice to say that having orphans pick pockets in the marketplace by the docks is not our only operation, we'll say. If you can stomach it, well, we had a job we were supposed to do, and it didn't work out so well. We were hired to steal the key to the waterworks of the city. And you guys know what she's talking about. There's a massive... It's kind of part of where her hideout is. There's a massive underground river below Jute's Landing. And that is where the city gets a lot of its... It's basically like old-timey hydropower, essentially. From what she's talking about, it sounds like they were supposed to take the main key to the waterworks. Thing is, we took the job. I mean, but I'm not completely without a conscience. And then I started to realize that the guy who hired us might be planning something a little, we'll say, nefarious. Why would you want a waterworks key, right? Unless you're going to, like, dump poison in the city's water supply or something.
Good point.
So you only got told that you need the key, nothing else. You don't know why. You don't know for what it is for. Nothing.
Most of the time, the less I ask, the better. And she's sitting in her chair. Her hands are steepled in front of her. She takes her mask off, and you can see that the bottom of her face is just a wreck. It's just all scar tissue. She doesn't really have any lips. It's almost like you can see into part of her mouth. The teeth are bare. It's very, very, like, burned Joker-esque. It's kind of horrific looking. I don't want this, and she points at her face, to happen to anybody else.
I have to say, wearing that mask really suits you.
Right, that's why I usually do, unless I need to threaten someone, but this is more... Let's say my conscience is getting the better of me in these moments.
I smack Unjul and bow my head in respect, just, sorry, Mom, I didn't realise.
What are you pointing at? My face underneath is okay. I'm beautiful.
No, show respect to the lady.
What do you mean by that?
She's clearly been in many battles, and
Me too?
she is providing for the orphans, no matter how much we dislike her methods.
You're the one that jumped on one and nearly it just screamed at him.
Yes, because he stole from us. Do you not follow the logic?
You don't follow the logic here.
I'm a warrior. She is a warrior. There's a respect.
I am a soldier. I've been a soldier for many decades now, okay? I know what you're saying.
Act like one.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you said I should act like one now?
All right. Both of you shut up. Yeah. Looks at you, Iris. What do you make of all this? Iris, I want you to make an insight check for me.
Will do.
All right, so it's in that skills box. Again, you should just be able to click on it.
Insight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shit. All right.
Wow.
18. Okay, that's excellent. Insight checks, usually those are unprompted by the DM, but in this case, like I do with my all of my at the top of the order games, insight is something where you're just wanting to. It's basically a gut check. It's a gut feeling, especially for you, Iris, as a highly perceptive, insightful individual who is truly a pacifist at heart. This woman, who has very likely seen a lot of violence in her life, evidenced by her face and just her general demeanor and the way she holds herself, there's something almost vulnerable, just a flash of it that you get that kind of crosses her face. You have no... Again, it's a gut feeling, but you don't doubt for a second that she's telling the truth and that she seems more concerned than she wants to be letting on in this moment.
Got it. Okay.
Anyways, if you are all done arguing amongst each other, I'll pay you. Retrieve the key, return it to the owner. Don't even... You don't have to show me it. Just come back and say you did the job. I'll trust you did. I mean, you had the balls to barge in here, so... I figure you either have a boneheaded notion of, loyalty or God knows what, but, yeah. Get the key back. I'll pay you 50 gold each.
I nod. I kind of like you with the mask thing and all that. We got a lot of common. Yeah, I like you.
Okay, so we will accept, right, guys?
Aye.
Definitely.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, so here's what you need to know. Yeah. We were supposed to give it to this guy. His name is Gerwin Router. I'll put it in chat. He lives on this old estate outside the city. It's the Router estate. Seen better times. You know, we scoped him out and everything, but when he came to us with this job, we figured he's got to have a reason for it. I should have questioned it. I don't know. Anyways, he's going to be there if he's anywhere. Just, he's got 2 bodyguards, big half-orc guys. I don't know that he employs anybody else, but he should be there.
Is it easy to find?
Yeah, you take the north road out of town, past the city gates, about 2 miles outside of town. There's going to be a crossroads. Take the crossroad to the left. Go left at the signpost. And you should be there in, I don't know, an hour. It's not far.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
At this point, I look at you as a mate to leave.
Yeah, let's go. Let's leave. I got everything I need.
Alright.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Don't die.
Nope, I won't.
She watches you all leave. She says, Hey, Dragonborn. Come here.
What?
You want a job?
Submit your request with the guild. I'll be glad to come back when this is done.
Interesting. I've employed some crossroads before, so, alright. They know me. Will do.
I look forward to it, Mom. And I wander out.
Okay. So you guys head out. The guards let you pass. They don't really give you a second glance. The dwarf is picking his teeth with his dagger, and the human man is kind of looking at his... oh, sorry. Thing popping up on my screen. He's looking at his fingernails and just kind of idly picking at his nails. They don't even pay you any mind.
Yeah, to just wander on past and head back to town, ready to go north.
Okay. So you guys eventually make your way out of the lair, into the alley, back into the city of Jute's Landing, and you can head out on the main road. Is there anything that you all want to do before you leave the city proper?
Pick up more weapons?
I'm just gonna buy more bread.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it to the door and I'm gonna do the knocking thing and I'm gonna leave.
Okay. So you guys pick up your weapons.
Get some more bread.
And Niall buys more bread and leaves it at the door.
Yeah, for the kid.
Okay. Yeah. When it doesn't take long when you turn back around after 10 seconds or so, and the bread is gone.
Oh, that was fast. Okay, have fun.
He's actually, if you look up, he's actually on a little stoop up above you. It looks like it's attached to the building. It's probably some rundown apartment building, and he's stuffing bread in his face, and he just waves at you.
See ya. Have fun.
Okay, bye.
Right there.
I don't like children. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. All right, so you head out on the north road. It's still late afternoon. It's spring in this part of the world. So there's a nice breeze, and you leave the smell and the sound of the docks behind and the ocean behind, and you head out. After a couple of hours of walking, you do eventually see the crossroads sign. One points left, and it points right.
Right, remember, she said left.
Yes, let's go
I
left,
guess we can
guys.
trust her then.
We do.
We go left. Yeah.
Yep, just carry on marching left.
You can see far off in the distance, up on a hill, a single manor house, and that seems to be the direction you're heading in.
I guess that's where it is.
All right.
Yeah.
So you eventually make your way there. This estate is not in good shape. It has definitely seen better days. And sorry, I'm waiting for it to load. There we go. You guys approach from the road. The gate here is wrought iron. It's rusted. It leads to a stable that is slowly starting to tilt and kind of fall in on itself. The garden is vastly overgrown. The fountain dried up. Nothing here is in good shape, including the house itself. There's missing shutters. There's a broken window. But you do not see anyone on the grounds, and the manor stands silent.
It's daytime outside, right?
It is.
Oh,
It's probably about 4 in the afternoon.
So, Can I, like, do a history check to see, like, what could have happened here, or who lived here before, maybe? Or, like, perception, whatever?
Make
Like, what was
a
the
about a whole is his soul is stuck. This may sound preposterous. And his soul is being held captive. My ancestor, Dasha Reuter, came here to Jute's Landing. It wasn't called that at the time. He came with Jute Windbrow, right? The founder of this town.
Yeah.
They captured the town together, and they rooted out the monsters, and on and on and on. And we didn't realize until many generations later, going through old papers and that through some of the manor houses that we used to own as a family through the landscape here, that the fabled Sea Hag battle that everyone knows Jute Windbrow for really wasn't. It didn't really happen that way. They killed a lot of innocent people to get to those hags. And when they surrounded the last one, she pleaded for her life, and my ancestor took pity on her and hid her away in the waterworks. She still lives there now. She has been blackmailing my family ever since, wanting more and more and more things. And I decided to finally break off the family relationship with her, and in vengeance, she took my son's soul when he passed away about 8 months ago.
And what? So you can't use the key because she changed something on the water?
I can't get. If I go down there, she'll kill me, and I've tried negotiating with her. I've gone down there before, and she's said that if I show again, she'll make my son be tortured for the rest of his afterlife, and I just can't do that to him.
I just stand up, get closer to him. I look him into the eyes, with sockets in the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I'm gonna help you. I know how you feel. It may sound weird, but I know a little bit of this story. Okay, I've been a little bit through this. I'll just take care of it, and you can live happily ever after. Okay?
Do you think you could bring him back?
I can certainly try.
No promises.
I'm not promising. I'm just gonna try.
You'll have to kill her probably to make that happen.
Ha!
She's done something bad, and those people deserve to die.
At this point, I'm having a choking, laughing fit in the corner, just at the idea of struggling to kill a sea hag.
I was gonna say, yeah, he kind of. It's like that's a sea hag. That's not a. One alone is dangerous. And she's had centuries to perfect whatever magic or I don't know, vile things she can do.
We like a challenge.
Iris, I need you to make a religion check, please, as the party cleric.
Okay.
Aren't paladins also kind of religious?
Yes, you can make one too if you want, Undial.
I'm just gonna make one. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I have proficiency in it. So.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
That's an 11. Yeah, 11.
Okay. And Iris?
22.
22. Whew.
Oh,
Iris with the rolls over here.
Yeah.
It's that newbie luck.
is this rigged?
It is rigged, yes. You just didn't know it until now. Iris, yeah, you've heard of souls getting stuck. This particular instance, you're not sure how a Sea Hag might be doing that, but it wouldn't surprise you if someone that old and that crafty, from what she sounds like, what Gerwin is telling you, if she'd found a way to contain Sand's soul somehow in a jar or some other receptacle, and is keeping him basically as a collateral.
So we can try and free him for his afterlife?
Either that, or we can try to bring him back if that is possible, of course. But we have to free him somehow, even in death or alive. He just can't
Soul
be
in a
sitting
jar.
there as a hostage.
Okay, we
Soul in
have
a
to
jar,
do
that's
this.
it.
He must be suffering a lot from that.
How long has he been there? Like whole 8 months, or?
No, we put him to rest in the family crypt, on the other side of the village here, and when I went to visit him, we discovered the crypt had been desecrated, and she took his skull, and apparently that's what she did to capture his soul and keep him captive and keep him and torture him, and I don't know what else she's doing to him, but it's if you release him, fine, but if he's in something, if he's stuck in something, some kind of container or something, just bring him back, and I'll have the family cleric put him to rest.
Sid just kind of pales as much as a black scaled dinosaur creature can, and just goes, "Wait, I just realised that sounds like magic."
I
And he just
mean,
kind of shrinks a bit into himself.
it's a Sea Hag.
I said I'd do it, so I guess I will. And he's just he's lost all his bravado, all his confidence. He's just curled up, all like an armadillo.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's so cute.
Kind of.
I just pat him while he's being a small ball of flesh and scales. I just pat him like, nah, it's okay. I got you. I'm a little angel.
I'm
don't
going to
forget."
pat Sid as well. Poor Sid.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I look back at him and I to Gerwin, whatever. I say, don't worry. You could say I'm some kind of angel. That I'm gonna save him. Definitely, either his soul or his whole body. I'm gonna save him. Trust me, I have to.
All right. Do what you. I can't pay you. We're out of money. We've been out of money for a long time, but I can. I don't know what to
myself
offer
don't need
you.
Payment. I myself don't need payment as long as I know his soul has been put to rest. I'm happy. Okay.
All right.
You can owe me
Exactly.
a favor.
I can do that. I can do that. I still have some ties to various politicians and nobility. I can pull some strings if you need it.
I reach into my pocket and draw out a parchment. It's got the mark of the crossroads on the top, and there's a small section there, and I just go, "Drop of blood, please, for contract."
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's how these things are done. And he does so. He pricks his finger with a letter opener that he retrieves from his office and signs away.
Thank you. I start to retreat back and become myself a bit more. Right, we'll get it over with then.
take this, and he pulls out of his pocket. It almost looks like a swimmer's cap. If you do wind up in water, it can help one of you. This is a cap of water breathing. So when one of you wears this, it will let you breathe and speak underwater.
Oh, okay, who's gonna get it now?
It's enchanted. Keep it away from me.
You can have it, and they.
Well, I'm strong. I'm kind of strong and bulky. I can't swim really well. You're the small, fragile one here, you know.
You are the talker, after all.
Okay, so I'll have it. If anyone needs it, just ask me.
Well, I can't wear it with my mask on, so yeah, it will be a little bit weird. To keep a sense of fashion still, okay? You know, from girl to girl, you know, it's okay. You get me.
Yeah.
Gerwin tells you that where he usually visits this woman, her name is Evanor, is at the Vandrum estate. And that is just on the other side of the hill. It's about a half an hour walk. And that there should be a... Hold on a second. Oh, I just lost track of my notes. Where did it go? Oh, yes, and that there is a door on the second floor that should lead you to a staircase that goes down to where she normally is. And it's connected. The tunnel will lead you to where she resides in the waterworks.
Thank you.
I guess we are on our way now? I don't have anything else to ask or do. I'm ready to go.
Ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Don't worry, Gerwin. We will try our best to save your son.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And he just kind of sinks into a chair and puts his chin in his hands and looks at his butlers and says, I hope this works. All right. And you guys take off. Okay. So the Vandrum estate is about roughly a half an hour walk. It is getting into twilight at this point. So you can get there before nightfall without too much of a hassle. It's a well-traveled road. You're not going to encounter anything along the way. And eventually you do get to the grounds of the estate. There's no path here, really. You can approach from any direction, but this is the front of the estate. There is a large fountain out in front that is not currently running. And the doors of the house are closed. This is a much larger house. It is much nicer. It's well kept, but you do not see or hear anyone on the outside of the house.
Can I go to the door and try to hear something? Like put my head near the door to see if I can hear someone?
Yeah, you
Or
can
is it
make
like
a perception check. Perception would be what you would use.
Oh god.
So that's skill check.
Come on, dice.
Come on, dice.
Oh god. 6.
6. Okay. Now there's a little bit of a breeze. No, you don't really hear anything. Let me see here. Okay. Iris, with your passive perception, which is just, again, that surrounding awareness that you always have kind of going in the background, there's a little bubble in the fountain that just bloop. And then there's another one. Bloop.
I want to check on the fountain, see what it is.
Okay. You want to move over there? All right. There's a couple more bloop. And then all of a sudden, this fish-looking creature jumps out at you. Ah! Jumps out at you with a spear. And it's just like threatening you with the spear.
I will I will try to go back, get away from him.
Okay, he's going to take a swipe at you. So after this happens, we're going to roll initiative because a couple more hop out of the fountain as this is happening.
I'm just
And
gonna say, get ready to also change the icon thing. Things
So
gonna happen.
they hop out and just so he is going to try to poke at you with his spear here. Let me see. What is your armor class?
Let's see.
It's on your sheet in the middle towards the top.
11.
11. All right.
Oh God, that's not high. Holy.
Cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. No, that's a natural 2. No, he's not going to hit you with that. It's a 5 total. So he kind of whiffs at you with the spear and you dodge out of the way. So we will roll initiative at this point. We're going to go into combat. So the turn order, we'll get that going. I need you all to roll initiative on your sheet. You should just be able to click on it. And then we'll add you guys to the turn order. Turn order dictates who goes
I'm just
first.
gonna write down my number,
That's fine.
so there's no real confusion there.
Perfect.
Oh God damn it! I'm the lowest.
Well, we don't know what these guys rolled yet. Although,
Natural
granted,
strength.
they don't
I don't
have a
know what
really
they-
high. They don't have a no. They don't have a real high. They don't have anything to add to their initiative.
I don't. Same here. So yeah.
Okay. So initiative is based off of your dexterity modifier. So, okay. So there are 4 of these guys. They act on the same turn. So at 5, they will all act. Let's get the. All right. Hold on. Wrong thing. Clicked on the wrong thing. Doggone it. I hate it when I do that. Where is my... I thought I had battle music. I do not. No! That's alright. Yes, I do.
We
I
just
lied.
make it with our mouse.
Yeah.
We just-
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so at the top of the order, I get it, is Sid. So, Iris, you can kind of see what Sid's going to do here, but I'll walk you through your turn, and we will, because you'll be next. So, Sid, what do you want to do? There are 4 of these guys.
I will bellow, Undal, take those 2, my Iris. I've got these.
Oh boy.
He sounds like a pirate. Why does he sound like a pirate?
1 minute in a boat, already a pirate.
I launch towards this one,
Okay.
and I will take a swing with my scimitar.
All right.
Because of various... Well, I'll see if I hit first, and then we'll see.
Okay.
I think that should do. I think I've programmed
So
it
Sid
right.
is rolling to hit at or above this creature's armor class.
I rolled 11.
11 is not going to do it. It actually has a small shield around its wrist, and it brings it up and deflects the blow.
I bounce off and just go, prick!
Okay. Do you want to do anything else? Because that's your action to make an attack.
Yeah, no, I'll end my turn just glaring at it.
Stand
with
there?
scimitar
Okay.
and a shield.
As a reminder, flanking rules apply. So in flanking, if, let's say where Sid is at, this is a hypothetical, but Sid is there on the one side of this creature. Let's say if Unadal were to move to the square just below the creature, she would be flanking with Sid, but then would also be flanked by this creature. Flanking grants you advantage on your attack against the flanked creature. So, all right. So Sid has moved, taken an action. No bonus, right? As a 2nd level fighter, I don't think so.
No, I can do extra damage and stuff when I actually hit, but I'm
Gotcha.
gonna hit.
Understood. Okay. All right. So Iris, it is your turn. On your turn, in any order you would like, you can move part of or all of your 30 feet of movement. Every square is 5 feet. You can cast a spell as an action. You can make an attack as an action. There are lots of different things that we can do. So, what are you thinking right now that Iris would be doing in this moment?
I think that Iris would try to maybe talk to them or try to disengage. Like, no, don't fight, guys.
Okay. So these creatures don't speak a language you're familiar with. It sounds like gibberish to you. You don't know if they can understand you or not. You're welcome to use your action to try to make a persuasion attempt.
Yes, I will try to do that.
Okay, so I need you to roll a persuasion check for me. This is more common than you might think in battles sometimes. This happens. This has happened a few
Normally it's
times.
for bards, but...
Right, but either that or the bard's seducing everyone, so you know.
That's a natural 20, right?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give you that. Okay, yeah, natural 20. There's literally nothing I can do against that. It's a critical success. So the two in front of you, Iris, kind of look at each other. Their fishy eyes. And it slowly goes back into the fountain. Just still staring at you, like almost confused as to why they're doing this. Just slowly move into this one here drops his shield and slowly disappear into the water and are gone. The other two, however, are still gonna fight.
That was awesome.
Frickin' natural 20 on a persuasion check against a Kuatoa. Get the fuck out of here, man! Alright. They speak goddamn undercommon. Like, it just sounds like gibberish to you guys. And their bubbles slowly bloop, bloop, and disappear under the water. Okay, Iris. Honey voiced cleric over here. You can still move. You have up to 30 feet if you would like to move somewhere else, or you can stay put. Totally up to you.
I'll get closer to Undeil.
Okay. There you go. Perfect. Alright. So we'll end your turn. Undeil, you've got two fish creatures who are still left. Their companions have gone. Because apparently Iris is the baddest of badasses.
Doesn't even need a sword.
Yeah,
Just walks
exactly.
up with a
That's
boss
that's
like,
why I
"Can
built
we
this
talk over
one.
this?"
Would you like to hear the word of Paylor right now? That's what that is.
Exactly.
You want to hear about our Lord and Savior right now?
I've got a pamphlet for you if you'd like to take that back to your underground tunnel. Alright. Sorry. I'm sleep deprived, sorry. Alright, Niall, what do you want to do?
So, I actually wanted to, like, let's say, quotation mark, rage. But I think I'm just gonna go to Sid. I'm gonna help him out.
Okay.
I think that's like, yeah, 15 feet works.
Are you wanting
I'll
to
just-
flank? You could do that.
No, I'm gonna
No?
get flanked too. Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna get flanked. I don't care.
Okay. It's
I'll
totally
help
up to
him
you. Okay. Alright, so you move and now you're sandwiched in between these two fish people who smell horrible, I might add. But Sid is on the other side. You would have advantage on... Also smelling horrible, there you go. You have advantage on the strike on the one in between you and Sid, if you would like.
I look at Sid. You want to take the one in front of you?
Aye.
Alright, I'm gonna take the one behind me. If he tries to run away, I'll just chop his legs off and you take the rest, alright? I'll attack the one underneath me.
Okay.
Oh god,
Go ahead and
guys,
roll an
come
attack.
on. Come on now. If I roll natural 1 now, I'm seriously gonna kick my dice away.
Oh no!
That's an 18.
18. That will definitely hit against this creature's armor class. So go ahead and roll your damage for your... What weapon are you using?
My long sword.
Got it. Go ahead and roll damage for your longsword, please.
That's a 6 right there.
Woo! Alright. Let me get this.
And
Compare.
then I'm just gonna check. I'm not used to spells, so I'm just gonna check
Yeah.
when I can use them.
Spells are a whole other thing. With a paladin, it's you have limited use.
Oh god.
It's like warlocks. You
My
probably...
Windows wants to restart right now. I just told them to stop. It's okay. If I randomly like snap out, then it's what Windows being.
Then
like,
we
hey,
know
you
what
do nothing
happened.
right
Okay.
now.
So you have
my movement and my attack.
Yeah.
Like,
No, you're good. Okay.
I'm good. Yeah, I have a bonus action, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you could expend your divine smite if you wanted to.
And I want to keep it for later
You want to hold on to it? Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that creature's been hit. It takes the long sword in this. It has not armor, obviously, but it's almost like net and bits of kelp and stuff strewn across it. And you manage to chop it right into the collarbone, and it groans and kind of reels back a little bit, but stays firm. It's a good hit. All right. So that is Undial's turn. The two creatures left are going to go ahead and attack. I need to see how far everyone is from each other. Okay.
Can I interrupt for a bit?
Yeah.
Since I am a pacifist, I will be screaming like really loud. No, guys, don't do that! Don't hurt them.
Okay. Iris is in the background freaking out because you all are chopping into the fish people. Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair.
Exactly.
The sun is setting, and you all watch these creatures kind of square up on Sid and Undial. Undial, the one behind you that you hit, is going to make an attack with its spear. It has advantage. Yep, because it is flanking with its companion. What is your armor class?
18.
18, yeah, not even close. It rolled a 10. So the arc goes wide with the spear. It's this jagged, horrible-looking, dark wood, like rotted wood and metal thing, and it just can't get purchased through your armor.
While he misses, I'm gonna slap my chest like real musty, like, come on, try harder!
Trash talk, trash talk.
Once I get into battle, I'm off, man.
And the one in between you and Sid is going to try to do the same thing to Sid. It's a spear attack, not at advantage. Using two hands. This one does not have a shield. Using two hands to try to jab at you. Or no, it does. It's dropped its shield. No. Jeez, I can't roll. I can't roll now. Gabriel has cursed me. No. Natural 2 plus 3. No, 5. Not even close. These things they're not finding a way to attack either one of you. Okay. That is a full round. Every round is 6 seconds. So, Sid, we're back at the top of the order with you then.
I chuck a little bit while he misses it too. Just for a reminder.
I kind of shrug at Iris in apology and swing straight for the one in front of me.
Make your attack with advantage.
19.
19 definitely hits.
Wow.
So go ahead and roll your damage for me with your scimitar, please.
Chop his head off!
So it's going to be this plus 2 if I remember how to do it. I didn't remember how to do it, so I'll do it manually. Hold on. 1d6 plus 5 plus 2.
Wait, did it just roll right now?
It did.
Oh, yeah. 11 plus 2, so 13.
Holy crap.
Ah!
Jeez. You actually chop one arm off. The arm just kind of goes flying towards you, Iris.
I don't know. I'm going to kneel to the ground and I'm crying. I'm just, no, don't do that, guys.
You guys are gonna have to pay for Iris's therapy bills. Like, it's bad.
It's okay.
The
It's
arm
worth
goes
it.
flying. The Kuatoa has dropped its spear now and is grasping its stump of an arm and is it's on last legs with that one hit.
Good job, Sid.
I then move around to help flank this one.
Okay.
Since it's going
It
cooperative.
will try to punch you as you go by.
Yeah, go
Unless
for
you,
it.
well, are you moving like in a direct line, like in the squares adjacent to everyone?
I'm gonna go like that.
Okay. You're still going to move out of its reach, so it is going to try to just like swipe at you with a claw.
My question is, when is he gonna attack? Like, At which point? Like in this area right here, or?
So, unless it is a particular weapon or a particular type of creature, most creatures have a 5-foot reach. So once he moves out of the squares directly around, let me draw that, because that's a good question. So reach is considered this for this creature.
So he's gonna attack when he's here.
When he's
around
yes, yep.
here. Okay, so that will be a disadvantage then.
Are you interposing?
Because-
Okay.
Because I have my fighting style protection.
Yes, you do. I knew you were going to do that. Okay, good. That's good. So, do you want to explain that, Undial, how that works?
I at level 2 I could choose a fighting style, and my fighting style is that I wear a shield, and whenever a creature attacks someone in my team, and I see that, and it's like 5 feet away from me, I can like kind of jump in front of it, like put my shield in front of it to like help out. So it imposes disadvantage on the attack roll.
Mm-hmm. You're deflecting. Yeah, you're helping to deflect the blow. That's great. Yeah, and with disadvantage, it's a good thing I had that because I rolled a natural 17 and a 3. So
I got you.
Yep, you just bam, and Sid manages to get around to the other side. Then
Sit down, boy. Like this really manly voice comes out.
All right, so I'll clear that out. Very good. Okay. End of your turn, Sid.
He has
End
the
of my
attack.
turn.
He has attack.
I figured out I do actually have a bonus action to use, but I'm not using it because it's a once per short rest kind of deal.
Got it. Understood. All right. Chopped an arm off Kuatoa, which is barely standing. And Iris, you are up. Is there anything you would like to do?
just
So
wanna cry.
I will I will clear out all my tears. I remember to stay strong, to to stay calm, to not cry because of chopped arms.
Okay.
And I will how do I know how far can I go?
You have 30 feet of movement in any direction. There's a helpful little ruler on the tool set in Roll20, kind of off to the left-hand side, that lets you do this kind of thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you can see just how far you... And you can move diagonally, you can move in any combination you want of up and down, left to right, diagonal. You could cross through the fountain if you so chose, because it's not... from what you can tell, it's not deep, but the Kuatoa also disappeared into it, which is weird. So take that, as a warning.
Yeah. So I will move here.
Okay, you will be directly engaged with that Kuatoa if you move there.
Yes, I will try another persuasion check to
Kill it.
see if I can stop this fighting. It's not helping anyone.
He's not worth it.
Damn, it's hard.
He's nearly gone.
Look at you guys all stacked up, and on the end is Iris just trying to get you guys to quit fighting.
It's better to finish him.
Oh my god.
No,
The
guys,
fight just
please.
got good.
Oh lord.
We have to preserve life.
I
Don't
love
do
this. Oh my gosh.
They tried to attack you. I don't care.
The corpse can be preserved.
No, but they must have their own reasons to do
This
that.
is dinner.
Oh wow. Okay, so Iris, go ahead and roll persuasion for me. Are you trying to persuade the Kuatoa to leave, or your companions to lay down arms?
Every one of them, please stop fighting.
It'll have to be directed at one party or the other.
Okay, so the creatures then.
The creatures, got it. Slightly higher DC difficulty on this, so go ahead and roll persuasion. If you roll
Just
another natural
Tom-
20, I give up.
Just lost his arm. I don't care about fighting anymore.
Nah, it's 13.
13. Okay, let me see. I have to roll against it. This one, who is already very injured, is going to look at you and starts to move into the fountain. Undial, if you would like to make an attack against it, you can.
I will obviously do that.
Okay.
No!
You are technically flanked, so you can do it with advantage.
It's a natural 16.
That'll
So it's
definitely
plus
hit.
5, that's a 21.
Okay, definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage for me.
That's an 8.
It is dead.
I'll chop his head off.
Chops its head off. Iris, the head falls at your feet.
Oh my god.
No survivors.
I've
been in
I am
battle before.
horrified looking at the hat. I can't speak. I can't say anything. I'm just completely terrified.
I've been in battles before. One thing I've learned: don't leave out any survivors. Trust me.
Y'all, this is how Iris turns into a supervillain, like, 6 months later. And hunts all of you down.
I wouldn't like that as a cool campaign.
That would actually
That
be
would be
pretty
actually
badass,
really
yeah.
Iris is trying really hard not to cry.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Iris just becomes a necromancer now.
Yeah.
If I can't save them, I can revive them.
This one in between Undial and Sid is gonna stay. So
Nice.
you talked one out who then died, and then
I wonder why.
Julia's never gonna play with us again. Like these bloodthirsty assholes.
I'm sorry.
I'm teasing. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is D&D. This is pure D&D right here. Okay, so, alright, Iris, you've moved and you've used your action. Unless you have a bonus action you would like to use, that would be the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'll end my turn here.
Okay. Undal, you have a Kuatoa still sandwiched between you and Sid.
I'm of course gonna swing at it.
Okay.
I have to. This is hit. That's a 15.
15 will hit.
Oh, great. I love this. It's my goblin dice.
I want
Yeah,
to
what's
fight
right now?
all the things.
That's, wait, I just gotta check the model again. So that's a 8. No, wait. Yeah, 8.
Ow! Okay, it's not dead, but it's hurting. It actually is bleeding freely from the gut wound you just put in it, and it's kind of tilting forward a little bit. It looks bad.
I'm gonna put my sword to the ground and my shield, just crack my knuckles, and look at him like, if you don't die now, oh boy, you're gonna have a bad time.
Okay. I'm assuming you're staying put.
Oh yeah, of course I will.
Stay put. All right. The
My character,
Kuatoa.
like, PTSD, man.
The
When am I getting to
Kuatoa
battle?
left. Oh, let's see. I can't. Okay. It is going to. It's going to do the only thing it really can do right now, which is try to stab at you and dial. Remind me, armor class?
18.
18. Okay.
I'm pretty tanky.
Yes, you are. That is a dirty 20. Okay, so you're going to
Go
take
ahead,
a
try your worst.
little bit of spear damage here. It's using 2 hands, so it ups the die damage. That is 8 points of piercing damage as you take the spear, kind of similar to the gut wound it put on you, but your armor deflects most of it, but you still take the 8 points.
Good try, good try. I've had worse. I just pull it out again.
Okay.
Little bit, calm down. Don't see anything.
There is this determination on this thing's face. It knows it's fighting a losing battle at this point, but it wanted to get that one good hit in before Sid probably chops its head off. So, speaking of Sid, top of the order.
You
Bite his head off. Don't use your weapon. Bite it off.
Oh,
Come
Lord.
on.
Oh my
Bite it
god.
off.
So much
Bite it
violence.
off. Oh.
9,
You're at advantage.
16.
16 definitely hits. It's dropped its shield, so yeah, for sure.
And then so. Come on, you. I hate this sometimes. Ignore me.
I believe a scimitar is what's the die damage?
It's 1d6 plus 5, then I get plus 2 because of my dueling style, and me only having
Okay.
one weapon.
So, yeah, you just
I'll d6 it.
D6, okay?
1 plus
Okay.
5, 6 plus 2, 8.
It's dead. Yeah. It only had
Yeah.
4 left. It actually, you did same thing. Another head just goes pew, flying off to the
Can I
right
catch
hand
that
side.
in my mouth and just eat it? Oh.
Yes, you may. I will allow that.
Oh my god,
Absolutely.
that was gross.
That's disgusting, but I will allow it.
Good question. How big are those fish? Like those weird
They are
things?
considered medium-sized creatures. So, and you all are medium creatures, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're kind of big.
They're pretty big. They stand about 5.5 feet tall. They're pretty tall.
In the pictures, they were like super small. I thought they were like small. Things.
I thought they were murlocs.
They're kind of like that. Yeah, they're called Kuatoa. Had it been full daylight, they would have had disadvantage on all their attacks. So we will actually, there are no more combatants on the field that you can see, so we will fall out of turn order. We are out of initiative at this point.
So it's getting dark, probably now.
It
right?
is, yes. The sun is set at this point.
Wait a minute. I'm just gonna check on something. You do the rest. I'm gonna check a spell.
Okay. As the darkness falls, you all can go about what you were going to do originally before these things attacked you.
I'm just gonna grab the bodies. I'm gonna tuck them to the to the far top right. I forgot how to ping now. How can I ping again?
Oh, hold your left mouse button down.
There it is. I'm gonna put the bodies there in
Okay.
that corner, and I'm just gonna give a little prayer to them before I just continue.
Yeah, I thought of the same thing. I'm going to join you.
Okay.
I'm a horrible person in battle, but outside of it, I'm okay.
It's only when I get that bloodlust.
Since it's a medium creature head, I spit the remains back into the fountain.
Oh,
Oh, that's gross.
That's great.
It's gross. They float for a minute and then they sink and disappear. And again,
Nice.
should be a shallow fountain.
How much does a
look at
short
it.
rest heal again?
A short rest is roughly 20 minutes, and it would let you roll hit die. So you have as many hit die
1d10
as you have
plus
levels. So you have 2d10 that you could roll to regain. You cannot obviously gain more than your max HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would be up for a short rest here if anybody wants to. I want to heal up a little bit. I just got stabbed, you know.
Sure.
We
Can I
can't
do
pray
anything
for
to
20
help
minutes?
him?
You should have some healing spells at your disposal, Iris. I'm gonna look at your spell sheet.
I also have some, but I don't want to waste them.
Yeah, you have Cure Wounds and you have Healing Word. Those are both first level spells. You only have so many spell slots available to you, so if you wanted to burn one of those spell slots, you could do that to heal him. It's up to you. He has...
I have I have cure wounds too.
He has hit die, which don't really cost him anything, so...
I need 20 minutes of praying if you want to.
Yeah, we could do that. Do we have any food? Do we have to eat or rest or anything?
Usually we get food with our backpacks, things with the Dungeoneer pack and all that.
Yeah, you have rations available to you. You have a water skin available to you. Supplies are less problematic. They're not really problematic at all when you're in a civilized area. If you're in extreme environments, desert, Arctic areas, swamp, where food is going to be scarce or you could run out, that's a whole other scenario.
I'm gonna how big are the spears? Like roughly medium sized too, so like not like small goblin spears, right?
No, these
Like
are full spears. Nothing on them looks useful except for the kind of nasty looking metal points.
I'm gonna stick one of them between the two bodies, like in the grass, in the ground, and I'm gonna light on top of the pointy end of the spear.
Okay.
So there's a light source around us, and it like looks a little bit ceremonic.
I got you. Yes, you absolutely
It's a
can do
cantrip,
that.
so it doesn't waste anything except a firefly because I need to release one for that.
Got it. Okay, very good. So Undial's busy doing that.
That's how much light is it? 20 feet radius around us. in the
Okay.
ball.
Got it. Anything else anyone wants to do before you try to head inside?
I guess I will spend this time praying to my goddess Mishako so that no more blood is splitted around today.
Okay.
Pray to the god of war.
I hear
For
her.
war.
I hear her praying, and I just mutter, "Not likely," under my breath.
Iris is supposed to be really calm and in this kinds of situations, but it has been a while since she saw death, and she is a bit traumatized, I'd say.
Okay.
I'm sorry for what I did with the thing with the head. Okay, when I get into battle, I just lose myself. It's my I'm used to. I was in a war. Okay, in a big war, a lot of my friends died, my family died, everything around me was chaotic and all that. I just slip back into it sometimes. Okay, just don't mind me. Okay.
It's okay, Anzio. Just please pay more attention to all the life that's around you. You don't need to do that.
I'm gonna try to. It's just when I see someone in danger, I just snap. You know.
Okay, I'm sure you'll be able to do it. We'll be able to have no more casualties today.
Ha! Ha! Ah!
Gnawing on a bone. Ah, yes, casualties. Nom nom.
Oh my god.
At this point, I'm just kind of hanging out by the door, just like not quite looking impatient, but certainly waiting.
Okay. There's no visible lock on the door. You do see a handle. But yeah.
Is the short rest done now, or?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna heal up then.
Okay. You can definitely do that.
There you go.
All right. So, how would you all like to approach? You were not given any kind of front door key or entrance. There's the front door. There are multiple windows. There may be a way to climb through a window if you so choose. You could try the door. It's up to you.
I'm gonna take a peek into the water fountain where they disappeared
Okay.
to see if I can at least see the bones that Sid spit out.
Make a perception check for me.
God. Come on, goblin dice. I got you. The funky one, come on. Perception, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You do not see the bones. You do, however, what looks to be... Yeah, this is not just a fountain. It's way deeper than it should be.
Okay, so this may be the way the fish came from. We could try to swim through it, I guess. But I'm not good with water. So,
But
yeah.
somebody has an enchanted cap.
We could do that, or we could try to find another entrance if there's one. Or just smash through it if you could. If we're good at that.
I couldn't manage wood. You think I can manage this?
Not with that attitude.
Shade.
I'm just gonna walk around the building to see if I can find like small cracks in the wall or some weaknesses, maybe? Something that could...
Not
I mean, I think the windows,
weaknesses.
glass is a weakness, technically.
Yeah, the windows are
It's easy to
glass,
smash through those.
and they're multi-paned, big like 6-pane, glass windows. You could probably break through there, or on this side of the house, on the east side of the house, there is a flower trellis that looks like you could climb up it and get to the balcony on the second floor.
We are supposed to go to the second floor.
Well, if we skip the first floor, then maybe all the stuff that's in the first floor comes rushing up, you know?
Or
And we
it
could
doesn't
miss stuff
bother
from
us.
that, I don't know. I would say we let Iris go through the water, I guess? But Iris isn't a good fighter, though. That's a problem.
Yes, that is a
Iris,
huge problem.
Now, I will say with water in D&D, that you can hold your breath up to your Constitution modifier. So, Sid, what's your Constitution modifier?
4.
4 minutes. Undial?
I'm checking it. Wait. That's a 2.
2. Iris, there's a smaller number underneath your constitution number.
Let's
Or it might be on
see.
top, depending on how your sheet's laid out.
I'm not sure. I think that I was looking at the first page of it with the attributes and all, but now I can't find it anymore. I did. It's 3.
3. Okay, so all of you are capable of holding your breath for several minutes. If someone wants to put the cap on and go investigate, you could do that. You could all try to go down there. It's up to you. I'm not going to drown you. I promise.
I wanted to try perception at the door like Undial did.
Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Let's see. Perception.
Damn.
Jeez.
Jesus.
All right. 23. Yeah. Very faintly. You're not sure what part of the house it's coming from. You hear. Sounds like a puppy.
Dog?
Yeah.
Wait, dog? I like dogs. They're super cute. I just jump around like a lady, like not the war lady that was in the fight, like a really normal person, like jumping out, clapping hands, like yay puppy. My only weakness.
Well, that doesn't really help. I guess we should check the first floor, right?
I'm gonna grab the light thing that's on the spear, and I'm gonna put it on my head, and I'm gonna try to swim a little bit inside of the fountain.
Okay. With or without the water breathing cap?
I can't hand it to you.
It's okay. You need it more than I do. It's okay.
I mean, we're on dry land. I think you need it more than us.
I just jump in. Don't you worry. I'm strong.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I have my light. I know what's going on. I can see.
Yeah, there is actually a tunnel underneath the fountain. It's kind of dug into the ground, and you realize that this is going to maybe lead you to the underground water source that you want to get to. It's not very long. It's about a 50-foot tunnel, and you could make that. You do find actually where the Kuatoa had been nesting. There's basically a nest down there. It's made out of seaweed and kelp. There's a couple of things glittering inside the nest.
I'm gonna come back up the fountain, report what I found, and just look at him like, yeah. So we go down here, or what you wanna do now? It's not that far. We can make it.
I'm a bit worried about the creatures. Like, were there any creatures at the nest?
I don't think they were, right?
No.
I mean, I'm sure you can talk them out of it. They say I run and just dive in.
Yeah.
Talk to the water.
I'm really enthusiastic about that. I'm like, yes, we can talk to them.
Yeah, I've dived in snout first now.
Okay. All right. So Sid's in. It's single file through the tunnel, but you could do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll put in the water breathing cap, and I'll jump in as well.
Okay. You all follow Undial's little light beam like an anglerfish up ahead of you. And eventually you do make your way through the tunnel, and when you surface, it very quickly becomes evident that you are definitely in part of the waterworks below. You surface here, and when you come up, sitting on this little island is an elven woman. She has dark green hair. She's wearing kind of a ratty looking dress, and it looks like she's working on some kind of parchment or a map. She's drawing something, and she just sees all of you surface.
Hag magic! I cry and kind of dash as fast as I can to the farthest wall away. Maybe somewhere here.
Wait, did you mean me?
No, her!
But there's no magic involved, or wait, is that a hag? I don't think that's a hag.
Seems to
Sea
be an
Hag.
elven woman.
Don't trust.
I mean, I can get that, yeah. I'm just gonna climb onto this island thing if I can,
Okay.
just to make myself shown myself, like, hi, I'm here.
Okay. She's just looking at all of you.
I will climb as
Hi.
well.
Okay. So Iris is going to move up there with Undile, and Sid has gone to the shore essentially. This is fresh water down here. It's weird. And you kind of you're looking at her, and her dress is like a seafoam green, and she doesn't really move. She's just looking at all of you, and you hear a and from the out of nowhere, where is my little dog? Where's my dog guy at?
Where's
Aw,
Doggo?
Wait, hold on. Let me get the doggo on there. I need to get the doggo on there. Hold on, because he's really cute, and I want to get the doggo on here. It's a little puppy. He's spotted. I'm loading it right now. And he just kind of pops out of nowhere and runs over to her and sits down on her lap and is looking at all of you and
I'm making that low growling sound that, the low hiss that crocodiles make when they're
oh my god,
I'm
that's
just making
scary.
that noise.
Ugh. She picks up the dog and is just scratching him, and eventually she says, I'm assuming you came through the fountain.
Yes, we did. Could we, know what you're doing here?
This is my home.
I told you, hag magic!
Shut up back there, okay? so,
What
wait,
exactly
wait,
is
wait.
this place?
It's my home. I thought I explained that. It's the one of the underground water sources in this part of the world.
So you live underground?
Yes and no. I come down here to be near the water, which I like, and when I need to put on a brave face or a good show, we'll say, I go upstairs and live in the home there.
Can I use divine sense on her?
Yes, what does that do?
It's like I can detect good and evil,
Okay.
and I can sense everything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead
Okay.
within 60 feet.
Okay. Not a fiend. You're not getting any particular one of those vibes off of her. She is
Okay.
definitely not human. You can tell that for sure.
So it isn't like a real elf, probably.
No.
What?
I told you!
Could you reveal your true self, please? I kind of know you're trying to do something here. It's okay. Just
I'm gonna need you to make a persuasion check.
I mean, I could also change it to intimidation if I say it right.
It's up to how you want to do it. Based on what you choose, there will be a different, maybe a different difficulty. That's hard to say. Blah.
You know what? I'm gonna try and intimidate her.
Okay.
Just just take my sword out, point it at her. Show your true face, monster.
Okay. Make an intimidation check for me.
That's a. I need to do math right now. Oh god. That's a 23.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. She just sighs and does shift, but she doesn't look like she wants to attack at all. She puts the puppy down and the puppy and pops out. Yeah, and in front of you is a Sea Hag.
Sid, you were right! I should trust you more often.
Is that the Sea Hag we're looking for?
Yes, I think. Are you the one that stole the soul thing from the son of the guy that was with the other guy that made it? Are you the one that stole the soul?
Gerwin sent you, didn't he?
Yeah, he's too scared to go here.
He is a moron. Do you really want to know what happened, or are you just going to take the word of someone who's clearly sold you a bad story?
Oh god. Tell us your part then, I guess?
Right. I'm assuming you know the part where the great Jute Windbrow killed my sisters and built the city, right?
Yeah, covered in fear apparently.
He
and...
murdered us. He murdered my sisters. We were more than happy to let him and his crew here, and instead they wanted to take advantage of every living creature who called this place home and move us and root us out, and the minute we didn't give